Step into the Fieldhouse, your front row seat to legendary victories and untold stories. Hey, I'm your host, Lance Lunner, breaking down sports from the inside out, along with co-host Jimmy Lackey. It's more than just a game. It's the Fieldhouse Podcast. Hey, welcome into the Fieldhouse Podcast. We're a production of Kids Inc. Sports Network. So happy to be here. 2026 has arrived. New Year, Jimmy. And we have Jimmy Lackey, Mr. Man here at Kids Inc. And busy as always. Jimmy, welcome into 2026. You know my favorite question, but I'm going to change it up a little bit. What's the best thing that happened to you over your holidays?
Got to spend a lot of time with my grandkids. They spent several nights at our house. I guess I would have to go with that. That was a lot of fun.
Oh, what are they doing now?
They just run around like chickens with their head cut off. They're young. I mean, 5 to 1. They're crawling and running, and they're everywhere.
Do they just crash eventually?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
About 9 o'clock. Now, if they were at home, they would be in bed much earlier. But when they come to, Boppy and G-Dad's house, they can stay up as late as they want to. We don't care because they're going home the next day.
Yeah.
So now I spent a week with the crud. I'm still just getting it out of my head, but
it's out there.
It's bad. I had 3 of our kiddos had the stomach stuff and everything, and typically this time of year Kim gets it. She didn't get it this time, but boy, I did.
Yeah, knock on wood, I haven't had it.
So,
I don't shake hands during the winter anymore.
Yeah,
I just fist or whatever.
I may go to elbows.
Although I do wash my hands because of COVID.
Oh yeah.
Like I've never washed them before, like doctors. That's weird, but I mean it's very true. I just do now. The last 4 or 5 years, so it changed some things for us for the better.
I don't know. It was nice. I had some time off.
Yeah.
I don't get a lot of that. And, boy, if I was going to get sick, this was the time to get it done while I was.
Might have let down, and that's why. You got to keep the energy going.
We got a new turf put down in the Sportsplex during the holiday break. And
nice.
Boy, it looks fantastic. The league play will start Friday on it. And
I bet you they're excited.
I hope so. I hope they enjoy it.
Yeah.
It costs a lot of money to replace those things. And,
yeah. That's pretty cool.
Rock Rose is coming
How's
along.
it look?
Looks fantastic.
Yeah,
and Rock Rose is looking good. And
Rock Rose is rolling, man.
It is. Yeah,
there's a lot out there now. It's not just one.
I have to show you a picture I took yesterday.
Okay, there's not a lot. There's there's not just one truck. It's everywhere.
Oh
now.
yeah, no. Where the soccer and flag football fields are going. I mean, it looks like it's ready. For rock and turf. And I'll show it to you afterwards. We got some drone shots yesterday. It looked fantastic.
I got to spend some time in Denver, Colorado, and believe it or not, played golf on December 27th, about 60 degrees.
I think that's why a lot of people are getting this stuff. When any freezes, knock all
very
the junk
very
down.
True. But it did snow the next day there.
Yeah.
So that's what you love about like the Panhandle in Colorado.
Yeah.
How quick things change.
Oh yeah.
But to get around to golf on a really nice
Kim
course.
played quite a bit of golf. She even bought a new golf cart. She got her a fancy golf cart,
like the driving kind.
We call it the Boppy Mobile. It's got 2 seats, so the grandkids can. Grandkids can be seat belted in the back, and they rode around all over.
That is awesome.
God's creation during the break. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That is way cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, I love that.
She still plays all the time. I don't play any, but she plays, and good for her.
No, yeah, I know. I'm going to try to play. That's one of my goals is to play a bunch. This year, I didn't play as much. We redid the house, and we're still kind of doing that. But so, I will say this. Remember how bad moving in was? Moving? Unpacking may be above it.
It never goes away.
It never goes away.
There's always that box, that stuff, that basket of stuff.
We still have I'm sick of crates and tubs. You know what I mean? Yeah. You're right. Yeah. There's always one more, isn't there?
So
there's always one more.
We moved in 2008.
Okay. Yeah.
We had to put some stuff in a storage building because we didn't have a place to put it when we were moving. So we got this storage building. 18 years later, I'm still paying for a storage building.
Yeah. We're going to try to get out of our storage building.
And I tell Kim, if a tornado would just go through there and take it out, that would be fine with me because there's nothing in that storage building I want. But, oh, my gosh, to have that conversation, my girls can vouch for me on this.
No,
she says there's stuff. She says there's stuff in there she wants.
No, yeah, we're trying to get out of ours this month. That's our goal.
Man,
you know what I mean? We
I would
got
kill
to try that. We do have way too much stuff. All right, hey, this is number 66. We have a tradition here. Wow, can you imagine 66 podcasts? But
that's crazy.
That is crazy. Oh, hey, I wanted to start something this year is if you could have one guest, and we'll put this out in the universe. One guest, it doesn't have to be local. Most famous person you know, whatever. Who would be your guest to come on this podcast?
Today, right now,
any day,
this minute.
This minute.
I still have a conversation I'd like to finish with President Bush.
Okay.
I rode on a plane with him to Dallas one time, just happenstance, and we've talked about that before.
I mean, you sat next to him?
But yeah, in Southwest Airlines. This
what?
back before he was even running for governor.
Yeah.
And he owned the Rangers at the time.
Right.
And I'm sure he was up here talking to people about running for governor.
Yeah.
I would love to have another conversation with him and Mrs. Bush. I think she's just such the epitome of class. And
okay, Bush, as we want you on.
Yeah, if I could have the two of them to come in
show
and
respect.
My
president,
gosh.
but yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
That would be nice to have a conversation.
I don't know if I've told you my President Bush story. When he was finally deciding to run, he came up here and did a couple of, speeches and things like that. Obviously, raising money as well and promoting the 806, part of trying to get that vote for governor. And I sat in the front row of the press conference, okay, Jimmy, and then waited till it was all over. And at this time, he still did own part of the Rangers. And when I was walking up there, he goes, "You're a sports writer." I said, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, you guys, I can tell you guys a mile away." I said, "Would you have any time to talk baseball?" He goes, "Oh, I've always got time to talk baseball."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, but that's
off during the break in the mornings, not doing a whole lot, especially when I was down at the junk, I watched his daughter's show.
Oh yeah,
and
Jenna.
And I really enjoyed watching her.
Yeah,
she's spunky. She's got that little spunk about her, and
she had. I mean,
she's got a little both of them in her.
Yeah, she does. And I watch, I watch the morning shows a little bit here and there. You know what I mean? But yeah, she does a really good job.
Yeah, I enjoyed watching her.
She got the show when Hoda decided to retire and all that. But so Bush is I'll have to come up with a name. Obviously we'd want Taylor Swift, so this podcast would go like, crazy. But
and all you haters out there, just deal with it.
Speaking of her, did you see what she gave the people who worked behind the scenes for her?
Yeah.
Did you see that one guy crying? Yeah. Called up his son and said, "Hey, you can go to college."
Everywhere
he was the truck driver.
Everywhere
dropped
she goes,
$100,000 on him.
Yeah, everywhere she goes, she does that. Wait staff at the Chiefs games, but her staff, she takes care of them.
Yeah. And, that was pretty cool. Anyways,
very grounded. Those are the things. The thing I've told you for people for years about her that I'm a big fan of. She is her own CEO. She always has been. She writes her own music. Like it, don't like it, that's your choice. But everything she does, she's in charge of. And for her to have started doing that at the age she did and be where she's at now, I have a tremendous amount of respect for the business acumen that she has. And so, all you haters out there, just keep hating. That's fine.
I also saw a really cool post of a man who, obviously Travis Kelce has brought in a whole new world for because they want us, the Swifties or whoever you call them. But anyway, he made an unbelievable post where his daughter is like 10, came down one time and said, "Hey, can we watch the Chiefs game?" This is like last year, you know what I mean? Because obviously they're gonna show her, and they've been watching games ever since.
Yep.
So he just kind of gave a shout out to Kelce, like, "Hey, thanks."
Think he's done?
Oh man, it looked like he was done. He kind of waved back and soaked in the ambience of a football stadium.
I think he might be done.
Yeah.
I think he might be done.
I mean, he doesn't need the money, obviously, anymore.
No,
but I tell you what, that's a guy who likes football, though.
Oh, he does. He
loves football.
He's tough.
So you can't make that decision the day after.
No.
If he thinks – I tell you what, if Patrick Mahomes says come back, I think he'll come back.
Yeah.
After being injured, we'll see.
If Cliff Kingsbury's their offensive coordinator.
Denver Bronco fans will love that.
That could happen.
That could happen. Do you think Reed and Cliff would get along, though?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying it could happen.
Yeah.
Because both their coordinators
That's going to be one of my questions.
Both their coordinators are being highly sought after. So
yeah, that's true. That's true, and I can see why. I can see why. But, hey, this is number 66. We have a tradition here, a 66 podcast, and we always bring up a number, one of our favorite numbers or whatever. I've got two just right off the bat.
Good for you, because I hadn't even looked in the book, and I didn't have one until we
this
sat
is
down.
old, this is way old school, but Ray Nitschke was a linebacker for the Packers. You know, when
100%.
we were young, the Packers were everything. But bald-headed, if you saw a 35-year-old look like that today, you'd go, no way. He looked like he was 60 at 35, but he could play football. And then, of course, Mario Lemieux. Wore 66 for a while, you know what I mean? Okay. So the big 66. So who do you have?
So you saw me right before, because I came in here blank. I was late getting in here. They had to text me to remind me they were out here today. I'm sorry. Mario Lemieux. He's the face. He's the face.
I mean, he's one of the greatest hockey players ever.
He was with the Eagles. I remember him.
Yeah. Who else?
Joe Jacoby, Redskins.
Okay.
Conrad Dobler, Redskins.
Yeah.
Those are names. Larry Little, that'd been a Dolphin, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Ray Nitschke obviously is on here. Yeah, Lemieux.
Those are pretty famous guys.
So mine, if I'm right and if I'm wrong, I'm just wrong. But I called Lynn and Randy Davis right before we came on, because I think Brian Millard, when we were in high school, I think he wore 66. Now I know he didn't wear 66 in the pros.
Did you guys know Brian Millard was going to be like a great college player for starters?
Here's all I know. I was in 5th grade when Brian and them moved to town, and he came to practice wearing this Baltimore Colts football helmet and had these thick glasses. And, you know, some of the guys were kind of giggling at him. You know, he's kind of big, burly dude. You know, we're in grade school.
Yeah.
And he knocked Billy Quillen down in blocking dummy drill right off the bat, and we're all like, ooh, new sheriff in town.
Yeah.
And, you know, my dad coached Brian, and, you know, we all watched him grow up. And, you know, if you read a little bit about him, he was one of those that if he could prove somebody wrong, he would.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, if they didn't think he was that next level,
was he a quiet guy?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Brian was always very quiet.
Yeah.
But he just.
Do you remember when his sister came and took the award for him at the Panhandle Sports Hall of Fame? I was hoping Brian would be there, but
he looks great. He came to one of Dad's tournaments
cool.
2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
He came out and, in fact, played. And, man, he looks great.
Yeah.
You know, he looks fantastic.
But remember, his sister just goes, hey, you know what Brian would say? Thank you very much.
That's all he would say.
Yeah.
You know, Brian was always very good to me. And, you know, like I said, we didn't run in the same circles, but could say hi to him and talk to him anytime I saw him. But we just, you know, he was a year older than me.
Yeah.
But I always kept up with his career.
Yeah.
I will always remember this. The day Kim and I got married, November 19th, 1988. If you go look this up, you'll find out I'm not lying. He was in Sports Illustrated. They did this big spread on him because he did these Easter Seals bass fishing tournaments up in Seattle, and it showed him on his boat. It showed a picture of him, Mark Stone, and Brad Barton in Sports Illustrated, guys that we grew up with and that he went to college with also at Texas in the book. You know, but it was this whole spread on Brian, but it was dated November 19th, 1980, and I read it on the plane going to San Francisco on our honeymoon. But there's my, a guy I went to high school with.
Yeah, that's awesome.
By that point in time, playing with the Seahawks.
Yeah.
You know, and played for a long time with them.
Long time. Had a great career, yeah.
Played with Herschel Walker at the USFL when it first started. Played a couple years with the New Jersey Generals.
Yeah.
And then went to the NFL and never missed a game. You know, he was tough.
Yeah.
Brian always proved everybody wrong.
Yeah. And, no, he's one of the legends of the Panhandle.
If he was 66, he would be my 66.
Okay. I appreciate that big time. So, hey, obviously it's that week of the year where all NFL coaches really start losing their jobs. I think we're up to 7 now, and the latest one being Harbaugh over in Baltimore. 18 years, Super Bowl champ, would be in the playoffs if not for a missed 44-yard field goal.
Was that not the craziest ending?
That was a great game.
Steelers missed their extra point to make it 3.
Yeah.
And that guy goes down to win it and missed it.
Yeah, I felt bad for him. But I will say this, and then Lamar kind of didn't give him a vote of confidence.
Yep.
So, but
do you know what now?
What do you think about all the coaches being fired so quickly?
So, a lot. I in this day in this day and time at that level, it's what have you done for me lately? As far and you got to understand what I know. You can fit on the end of a thimble, but the pressure's on Lamar now.
Oh yeah.
Harbaugh had to take it all up to this point in time. Now it's all on Lamar.
Yeah.
And I think he's a great athlete. I think he's a very good quarterback. I think he's a Hall of Famer. I think everything about him in a good way. The trouble that he's had is staying healthy, and I think that's a critical point for all coaches. Is they're only going to be as good as their team stays healthy, and if their key players go down,
yeah, you're right.
And it takes 2 or 3 of those guys to go down, and you're in trouble.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that at that level, 2 or 3 guys can make a difference on a full squad like that, on a 53-team squad. But
yeah. Well, look what Kansas City would have been if Mahomes, let's say, tore his ACL not week 17 or whatever it was, but week 7.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm with you, Jimmy. I will say this real quick, and I want you to continue, but once you get your head coach fired, and they're going to go with the quarterback, not the coach, unfortunately. Sure. That's kind of the way it works.
Sure.
But once you get your coach fired, I think you're seen in public in a different light, fair or not. We don't know the conversations that go on behind the scenes and all that. And once you see that, I'll always look at Lamar in a different light now, because if all he had to do was say, yeah, I support him, and he still has his job. Obviously he doesn't support him, so he lost his job. But I think it's
McCarthy.
Yeah, I think it's foolish.
You can think about all those.
Yeah, totally agree. Totally agree with you. But it's a revolving door. I saw where he got calls from 7 teams already.
I was fixing to say.
And only 6 teams' jobs were open. Somebody.
Well, I'll be willing to bet you money.
Yeah.
That there are some teams with coaches considering, what if we need to make a phone call here?
Oh yeah.
I mean, people that still. I'll use one right off the bat.
Yeah.
Miami Dolphins. You saw Aikman's going to go in and help their GM search. I was a little surprised their coach didn't get fired. Personally, I was a little surprised. Maybe he's still their guy.
He's had 4 years, which is.
But there's a group of coaches out there that are still somewhat on what I would classify as on the hot seat. That there's probably some of them going, okay, what if we took this guy and moved on?
Yeah.
Because
Harbaugh.
There's 6 other spots open plus Baltimore, but I think there's some coaches that still have jobs today that one of them might not have a job
because of Harbaugh. Yeah, very well said.
Yeah, 100%.
Very well said. Yeah,
I think that's a possibility.
It's part of the business. They do get paid big bucks. So it's the nature of the beast. Even high school on up, you have to win games, things like that. You can be fired. You're going to be in the public spotlight as well. You're a coach's kid. I'm a coach's kid. We know how it rolls. Even at any level, at any town, any time. But I think they react too quick, Jimmy. I want an owner, or that's the one thing that you got to admire about Jerry Jones, and he doesn't react on coaches' moves.
No,
he makes those moves.
He doesn't listen to the public.
He doesn't, and I don't think you can.
Yeah.
I think they're overreaction on that, but. It's a very interesting league now. You're going to lose your job.
So I'm going to throw one out to you.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go back in history a little bit. Probably the best coach that the Buffalo Bills ever had was
Marv Levy,
hands down. Now you got McDermott, who's done a great job and had him right on the cusp so many times, and now they're calling for his head. Who are you going to get better?
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? Who are you going to get in there that's going to do a better job with those egos?
Yeah. When you have those great quarterbacks, you got to deal with that as well. The head coaches do.
I think Zach Taylor's still at Cincinnati because Joe Burrow wants him there.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I think he's there because Burrow says, that's the guy I want there. We'll get this done. I need to stay healthy.
And I think you have to give him 4 or 5 years. I really do. 3 or 4 at least 3.
Yeah.
The thing with the Raiders, come on. You bring in a veteran coach like that, and you only give him 12 months to get this thing figured out? No, you've got to give somebody like Pete Carroll three years minimum.
He's done it.
Yeah, he's done it.
He's done it.
He's
before.
done it on all levels.
I'm like, good gosh.
But anyway, it's a crazy world. Obviously, I'm a huge Bronco fan. Anybody who knows me, so I'm rooting for the Broncos to get back to the Super Bowl. They win ugly, Jimmy. They're not going to impress you like, oh, they're dominant here. They have a really, really good defense. They have an efficient enough offense. They have a quarterback who can handle the big games. And being the number one seed, playing in Denver is real. But what Jacksonville came in and was able to do just 3 weeks ago. So I think of all the NFL seasons we've had in the recent past 10 years, this one is absolutely up for grabs.
Yep.
The Buffalo Bills, for instance, Josh Allen could win any game at any time.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Seattle looks so good on that other side.
And the 49ers didn't play well.
Yeah.
Blew an opportunity to be at home the whole time.
Yeah, things like that.
2 home games, could have been off for a week and still had the rest of the home games.
Yeah, things like that. You're right. But Justin Herbert for the Chargers, I mean, if he gets going, I mean, they're unbeatable.
Stafford's playing unbelievable.
Stafford, yeah. So I think it's a really intriguing playoffs we'll have.
I'll kind of align that with the Tech or Oregon game.
Yeah. Go right ahead. I was going to ask about the college playoffs.
Everybody's always asking, who you think? Tech's offense has to come out firing. I think that was the critical part of the game for them. I've got some buddies that we text back and forth, and one of them's a diehard Tech fan. He's a Tech grad. And I was really hoping that Tech could win that ball game. But I told him the night before, I said it's critical that their offense get off to a great start. Defense is going to keep you in the ball game.
Yeah.
But they just didn't get kicking, and that happens, and it happens at the pro level. Look at San Francisco; they couldn't get anything going the other day.
Well, I think,
and they're hurt. It comes back to injuries. Yeah.
We love Baron Morton, but I mean, you have to be a little more dynamic at that position.
Big time.
We saw the quarterbacks who got it done. Ole Miss, so fun to watch. Loving some Division II Ferris State. Getting some publicity there, with him, but Tech's game was disappointing. And I know a couple guys, Jimmy, who actually went to the game, and they said the vibe, the juice was not there.
Really?
Yeah, it was just.
My friends Willie and Amy went. They had a ball, but
they had a great time. I'm just saying, but they said the atmosphere was dead.
Yeah,
there was like nothing. No juice out of Texas Tech at all, even on the field.
So was it just me or some of those ball games that it looked like there's a lot of empty seats?
Well, that one definitely. Orange Bowl. Cotton Bowl didn't sell out. Obviously, if Tech, a lot of empty seats.
I didn't know if that's just me.
But think about getting to the Orange Bowl if you're Oregon or Tech or Lubbock. I mean, that's
the Tech people showed up in droves.
They did.
No doubt about
they did. But I mean, that's
Oregon. You're going from one catty corner to the other. So
there's a lot of rich people out there, but there's a lot of Joes who have to take out a loan to go get that thing done. You know what I mean? So
I picked Oregon before the season started.
I like it.
I didn't, as the season went on, didn't know if they'd get there or not, but I'm going to hang with them, but, man, Indiana looks good.
Yeah, they do look
good.
Yeah,
they're solid.
Yeah, he's definitely the coach of the year, in my opinion. Amazing to listen to him talk, how they've got that down. Like, okay, you're playing hard for 6 seconds. Then you just forget what happened, good or bad. The result doesn't matter. The next play is all that matters. And then you just keep doing that throughout the game. And
he's very robotic.
Yeah, and you look at the scoreboard at the end of the game, and he goes, that's why we can come back from 14, 20 points down, because we're not about the result oriented right then,
Yeah, the memes from his facial expressions
I know.
have to be all over the world.
Yeah.
You got to give it to him, man. Take a team that's probably one of the worst on paper in the last 50 years, last couple 3 years, look out.
Good to see the U back, as they call them, Miami. Yep. They play some good football.
They play great defense.
But Ole Miss is kind of the Cinderella story if we have one. I'm kind of rooting for that to take place. I'm with you. Oregon looked early in the year like one of the best teams and kind of had that lull, but they're back to looking like that.
See where Ty Simpson said he's going to the NFL?
I saw that. Yeah. What'd you think about Tech paying Sorsby $5 million to be the quarterback at Texas Tech?
That's the world we live in.
Yeah, but I mean, they set the bar high.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, and then they doubled down. Did you see they took the ad out
Yep.
in Times Square on that big famous
Billboard,
not a billboard.
No,
the
marquee.
billboard. Yeah,
the marquee. Yeah,
yeah, where
they
drop the ball and everything. So
that's crazy.
They're just rubbing it in your face when they're doing that. But anyway, college football playoffs need to be over on January 1st. Let's play our national championship game. I just want that said. I agree with Joey McGuire. College football is not broke. The schedule is definitely broke.
Lanning said the same thing. Start early, play championship game on January 1, and then let coaches and portal and all that stuff take effect.
Yeah, and they do all that. I like that a lot. And then also you're not going into a second semester if you're still in the playoffs.
You're done. You can move on.
Where these guys are dealing with portal right now till the 16th, but they're also dealing with trying to win football games.
And one time.
Yeah.
I think they've got to get in there and put it.
You can transfer. One time?
You can transfer one time.
I think two's okay.
I'm
okay.
I still am the day from one district champ, and that's all there is.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You got to remember where I come from.
It was tough back then. Yeah. Hey, this is kind of way off. We've never really discussed anything like that. But I was watching, the Kelly Ripa and her husband Mark.
Yep.
Yeah. They have that show. You know what I mean. But I've been a fan of that. I'm trying to win. I enter. That thing where you guess. They ask you a trivia question. You try to win it because the trips are legit. And with the time off I have, I enter it a lot. Yeah. But I've never been called to be on it. But anyway, today, Jimmy, they had a trend that has started. When people pass away, they put their favorite recipe of something to pass on to people, but on their grave, okay?
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
What, are they putting out like a QR code or something?
No. Like you'll see a recipe like pumpkin pie or mom's, bread or something.
I'll be danged.
And they thought that it was cool. But the thing is, a lady is writing a book about it, but she goes and gets the recipe, cooks it, and then goes to the gravesite to respect the person.
And takes them a dish?
Yeah.
I'll be danged.
Now, I think that's weird.
That's all. Yeah, that's out there.
That's not my cup of tea. I'm just sorry. Yeah. But anyway, it's kind of a trend, I guess. Maybe it's in California, but yeah, they leave a recipe on their gravesite. Stone and everything. It's stoned in there.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have seen, and I've been seeing this lately, social media. They're putting I don't know if it's QR code or what it is, but they're putting those on headstones, and it tells their life story.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. And
I kind of like that.
It's like bigger than an obituary. It's like a little more in-depth life story of that individual.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, you could get a lot of history and genealogy stuff from stuff like that if that was laid out there, and family members or anybody else could go pick that up. But
But anyway, I thought I'd bring that up to you today. There's going to be no recipe.
No recipe on yours?
No. Maybe a Mountain Dew.
So, the rule around here was, of course, our forklift broke. We had a forklift given to us, and it was old when we got it, and it's broke now. But the commonality around here was my office door goes to the warehouse. And so I've always told them, if you come back there and I'm slumped over, just get the forklift, take me out there. There's a dumpster out back. Trash guy will never know I'm in there. It'll get dumped in a couple, 3 days before I start stinking and just move on.
I love that. Yeah. Hey, a couple of other things. Don't forget we have the Corn Ferry coming in June. They're going to have a big announcement. I think everybody's going to be happy. One of the players that'll be playing in it.
Sweet.
We can't publicly let that out, but that announcement will be coming in the next month or so. So I think that's a big thing. That's going to help the city, and they promote a lot of nonprofits as well.
Yep.
So maybe they'll hop in with good old Rock Rose.
That would be
what
nice.
I mean? Wouldn't that be nice? But to be a part of that. But it looks like I might be the starter. Not like the official starter, but just the guy who says now to the T from Dumas, Texas.
Yeah.
Jimmy
No,
Lackey.
Won't be that.
Help me come up with a little saying, Jimmy, over this next couple of months. Like, Texas.
Yeah.
I don't have the Texas twang, but y'all welcome to the T. Something unique to Texas.
Yep.
That we say at the box, like the Masters.
Yeah.
4, please.
Yeah, we got to come up with something.
Yeah. Do you have any ideas?
I'm going to think about that.
Okay.
I'm going to think about that.
Okay, I want you to do that. And then finally, WT Hoops. Really,
yeah.
Buffs had a tough loss at Western New Mexico, but Coach Tom Brown thinks they're going to be a regional team.
Yep.
So no shame in that
They're
game.
so
Lady
young.
Buffs may have their best team under Josh Prock going. So if you can get a chance, go out and support those a bunch.
Absolutely. We fed the boys
Oh, yeah.
the 30th.
How was
out
that?
at the shop. Oh, they're the quietest bunch of guys I've ever been around. And, the shop, our shop's 30 by 50, and you can spread out. There's couches. No, they went and got all the little chairs out over there, and we had 2 big long tables, and they pulled them all together. All of those players sat around 2 tables side by side from here to here next to each other and ate and talked and visited, just real quiet. Coach Gove and Kim and I sat off over to the side, and my son-in-law Luke was out there. But that was the quietest group of guys I've ever been around.
Interesting.
But they're so young.
Yeah, they are young. Yeah. Well, and Tom has 2 sons on that team.
Yep.
And really, really, young Zach is a really good player. But he is a quiet guy.
Both of them, yeah. They're both very cool.
Yeah, that's very cool.
And
by the way, they were having a 3-point, like a fundraiser.
Yep.
They've postponed it until I got invited to play in it. To shoot in it. And I didn't realize it was a step ladder competition like Zach Toussaint won it last time. But I'm going to raise money for that. You know what I mean?
Nice.
But my goal is to make 5, I guess, for the whole thing and maybe get some money. But yeah, but they postponed it. But I was going to put up 100 shots a day for a while.
Oh, shoot.
Huh?
Wow.
3-pointers.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
always
and
liked
you know what?
playing-
I shoot from my hip. It's embarrassing. It's the ugliest shot ever. But I think you got to go with what you have.
I played basketball through my sophomore year in high school.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it. But, I tell everybody, I got tired of being the president of the Red Dot Club. You know what that means?
What is that?
Because after every ball game, when you sit like this, and you got red dots, you got these red dots sitting on top of your thighs because you
love
never
that.
go in. I need to go do something else. It was obvious coach needed me not to be on that basketball team
Yeah, that's
anymore.
like my first 2 years of wrestling varsity at Air Academy High School. I knew how many lights were on the ceiling from being on my back, getting pinned. There were 7 lights.
Basketball
right?
wasn't going to do anything for me long term.
But anyway, if that happens again, it's coming from the hip. It's just a pistol. You know what I mean?
You know who my last basketball coach was my sophomore year?
Who?
Mike Martin.
Wow.
Mike went on and became the girls' coach at Emerald High, and he was our golf coach. Great guy. We had a lot of fun with Coach Martin. And then he didn't get the job the next year. I was a little disappointed, and I thought, man, because he's the only one that could get me. When he left, I knew right then it was my time to get out. So.
Yeah, no, I loved Coach Martin.
Yeah,
Passed away.
Yeah, he was a good guy.
Yeah. Coach
We had a lot of fun with
Yeah,
him.
he had some big time success.
Oh, yeah, big time. Farwell and had some state championships in golf over there.
Yeah. No,
Yep.
he's a great guy. So yeah. You got anything for me today?
No. Stacy's sitting off set, new grandmother. And Maddie's coming along. We're going to have a baby over there in April. So congratulations to both of them. They're just sitting over there chatting. And
I love
appreciate what they're doing for us over there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's an exciting time. You know what I
big
mean?
time.
So, yeah.
What is today?
Today's
the 7th. So 1 week from today, my granddaughter will be a year old. It's crazy how time flies.
So what are you getting her for?
I don't know.
Usually you have this planned out.
I don't know.
Well in advance. What's up with that?
I've always got all the other boys, 4
You get
boys.
them hats, don't you?
No, I've always got them Yetis. They always got Yetis with their brand. I always had some kind of moniker made for them. But she's a girl. I got to do something a little different for the girl.
Yeah. You got to step up your game on that a little bit.
So I haven't.
That's a great game. Don't get me wrong.
Nah, but yeah, they're Yeti'd out. I got to come up with something.
You'll come up with something. I got confidence in you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
So, yeah. Hey, we can't thank you enough for tuning in today. And if you do want to get us a guest, I guess the Bushes is who we're rooting for. Laura.
Let's don't hold our breath.
Yeah. Laura, if you can talk President Bush into coming into Amarillo sometime, we would love that. Even we'll Zoom you up here if that's what it takes.
You know who's got an in with your Kelly and Mark people? Or what's the gentleman's name that runs the little theater now?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Crispin?
I don't know him.
Crispin?
Yeah, wasn't he like one of the finalists?
Yeah, he was for the one
Yeah,
of the
My wife Rhonda was telling me that. I did not know this.
You need to get with him and see if he can get you hooked up with a phone call.
I was at a little dance thing, a little gathering on New Year's Eve, and he was there.
Yeah,
and dancing away like
but
crazy.
He was like one of the finalists for the Kelly's.
Yeah,
or whatever it was they were doing. I remember he was on there. He was on the show.
Yeah, maybe I should.
Yeah,
talk.
you need to work that.
They got to. Yeah,
you need to work that angle.
The only thing is, you got to know the trivia questions.
That's
Sometimes
all right.
they're so bizarre.
That's all right.
Like,
just got to have a computer handy. Google.
Yeah,
it.
well, then they asked something like, Jimmy Lackey was on our show
and said this.
Yeah, yeah.
It says, how fast can you type? I'm telling you, that Chat GPT or Google will probably tell you
okay.
quickly.
I'll remember that. That's my goal in 2026 is to win a trip on
that'd be
Kelly
awesome.
Mark, okay, yeah.
That'd be awesome.
So, all right. Hey, let's hop out of here. Can't thank you enough for joining us. We are a production of the Kids Inc. Sports Network. Rock Rose is coming along. We'll visit throughout the year with Jimmy about that. He doesn't ever mind talking about that. Plus, we'll bring some guests in, and we just want to wish you a wonderful, wonderful 2026. This was the Fieldhouse Podcast, and we'll see you when we'll see you.